Thought I'd make a quick video of this knife I picked up yesterday. This is the Spyderco Tropen. Model number is C237GP. This thing is just a massive tactical folder with the Emerson Wave on her. And it's also got a flipper tab. Designed by Javier Vogt. He is an Argentinian custom knife maker. Overall length is 9.13 inches. The blade length, total blade length is, I believe, 4.02. The cutting edge itself, so from here all the way to the tip, is 3.95 inches. The blade thickness is 0.14 inches. The total weight of the blade itself, the entire knife itself, is around 4.2 ounces. And this one is made in Taichung, Taiwan. The blade steel used is CPMS 30V. And the blade style is kind of like a swept drop point with harpoon-like swedge. Has a full flat grind, satin finish. The scales are polished and contoured G10. And this does have liners. So these are nested skeletonized stainless liners. And also has a partial G10 backspacer back here. Hardware on the pivot is a T8. And these are T6s. So you have 4 T6 with 2 on each side. And then the T8s for the pivot. Also 3 T6 for the pocket clip, which is only right side tip up carry. But it is great. So if you do want to do a quick deployment, it comes out right, pretty quickly. And you can also just pull it, remove it regularly without deploying the Emerson Wave. You can use the flipper tab. And this is a compression lock. So right here, and this is the one thing that some people complain about. I don't know why, because you literally can't cut yourself unless you're not paying attention or you're an idiot. Okay, so look here. So the blade is exposed, but there really isn't much room for you to catch your fingers on. I mean, you have to push very hard to cut yourself on. I'm not even touching the blade right now. Okay, so when you're pushing on the compression lock to disengage it, what's hitting your finger first is the massive flipper tab, right? So the flipper tab will 100% always hit your finger, and then you just remove your finger and you go like that, So easy. It is, I don't know why people would complain about that, but they do. Anyway, so this is a 3-way deployment. Essentially, you got your Spidey hole, you have the Emerson Wave, and you have the tab. This does have caged ball bearings and a racetrack on the inside. And the action's pretty smooth. It's not like running on washers or anything like that. They're actual ball bearings, caged ball bearings. But yeah, quick review. I just literally got this yesterday. I paid next to nothing for this knife. I mean, I literally paid next to nothing. I'm astonished at how little I paid for this blade. And it is in phenomenal condition. I mean, not a scratch on it. The scales are in pristine condition, both front and back. The pocket clip has 0 wear on it. All the hardware is in amazing shape. There's no dents, dings, no scratches, no damage whatsoever. Blade centering is perfect. And lockup is literally rock solid. I cannot move it for the life of me. Side to side, up and down. Yeah, and I just took this knife apart. I cleaned all the internals. It was pretty dirty, you know, consistent with somebody who doesn't take care of their knives, at least in terms of like having it in their pocket and not disassembling it to clean it and maintain it. So I decided to do that. Put some nano oil on the pivot and the bearings, and yeah, just a freaking wonderful, wonderful knife. I mean, just a joy. This is discontinued, has been discontinued for quite some time. I've looked at comps online. Without the box, there's a few on Arizona Custom Knives, and around $275 to $300 without the box, and they were in worse condition than this. Although not much worse condition, but you know, on their versions they had, you know, some scratches on the blade, some scuffs on the G10 scales and whatnot. Still in pretty good shape, but $275 for those, asking price. One just recently sold for $260. So I'm guessing with its current condition without the box, probably looking around $300, I'd guess. But I paid less than a third, much less than a third of $300 for this blade. Yeah, I mean, just a beautiful knife. And all the edges here, like where it matters, where it counts, they're all chamfered. Like here on the Emerson Wave, everything is chamfered here and rounded. Everything is rounded on the slipper tab. This full flat grind is just, I love it. This full flat grind. Satin finish is amazing, man. Spyderco has really done a great job. And this blade style is just killer. I mean, it just looks like something that, you know, if you were to pull this out and use it in a self-defense scenario, that it would do well. I think it would do well. Very slicey, very sharp, very sharp. I mean, this tip is, I wouldn't want to go against this thing ever. I wouldn't want to go against any pocket knife, to be honest. But yeah, just thought I'd do a quick review of this knife that I just picked up. Very beautiful, discontinued model. And yeah, so Spyderco Tropen. Again, the model number is C237GP. So if you can find one for, you know, a decent price, I would highly recommend getting it.